When I first started meditating, the concept of not thinking seemed impossible to me. I didn't understand the notion of you are not your thoughts, and I wasn't aware of any sort of pure awareness. I thought that I existed as my thoughts, so how could I possibly be without them? My meditation practice began by learning to focus the mind and quieten the mind through directing my attention towards an object. Things such as the breath, a mantra, bodily sensations, sounds, and so on. And then as my practice evolved, I realized that I didn't need to direct my attention towards anything. I didn't need to direct it towards an object in order to be aware. Awareness only means to be itself, simply awareness. So then there came a point when I let go of directing attention towards an object and I actually directed it back to its source, where there is just awareness itself, just beingness. And this is where we can just simply be aware of being aware. Through not fixating on an object, we awaken to the vast spaciousness that holds all of the objects. This is more representative of our true nature. So eventually, as my journey with meditation unraveled, I realized a place of no thought, where an observing presence still very much remains. There is simply nothing but pure, unconditioned, unmoving awareness itself. This is the awareness in which thought arises out of. It is the screen on which thoughts appear and disappear. What you are looking for is where you are looking from, Rumi. So I have fallen in love with this thoughtless awareness. I find it to be a very liberating and peaceful and powerful place to be. It's a place of stillness and presence, away from the chaos of the thinking mind, away from the illusion and the bondage of mind identification. And so over time, we find that we bring the peace of this thoughtless state into our everyday life as we gradually learn to disidentify from thought more and more deeply. So this ultimately just kind of shifts our consciousness over time. And it's like this process that unravels. And so in this video, I really want to share with you some tips and just tricks, things that I've kind of learned along the way that have really helped me to find this place of pure awareness and helped me to just really anchor myself as this pure awareness. So first of all, I want to mention that, it's always there. It's like, it's already who you are. So discovering it really isn't as difficult as you may think. Like if I was to say to you, are you aware right now? Unless you were completely lost in the thinking mind, you would probably say, yeah, I'm aware. So this is it, essentially. The first time I really discovered how to be in thoughtless awareness without directing my attention towards an object was in a guided meditation in Nepal. At first, we were guided using objects within our attention to calm the mind, and then the teacher shared some very powerful words. He said, "Direct your attention to the space between your thoughts." And this was incredibly powerful for me. And bam, I had discovered a place of spaciousness. I was simply aware of being aware. There was nothing, just awareness itself. So you may choose to use those same words in your own practice and see what happens. So a way that we can kind of trick the mind is a useful trick that I learned from Eckhart Tolle, I think. And it is to basically just say out loud or in your mind, I wonder what my next thought will be. So instantly what we're doing is we are jumping into this alertness. We're jumping into the position as the witness. Out of thoughtlessness, we're interrupting the flow of thought. So again, what we're doing really is we're using these words, these objects, and using them as like a bridge to deliver us into the space. Now, some people are more visual, some people love visualization, and I have this trick that I've used for many years, and I find it really useful, so I just want to share it. Sometimes, we can have these thoughts, these energetic entities in the mind that are just so magnetic, and it's all messy up there, and we're constantly falling into identification with thought. So this is a really great trick to just kind of like rid the mind of these thoughts via visualization. So you want to really just visualize objects in the mind, whatever those objects look like, and those objects represent thoughts. And then you are just like manually, visually with your mind, just removing these objects. And the visualization will play out however it plays out for you. Like, who knows what those objects are? They could be shapes, they could be like whatever. Sometimes it could be like this, the mind represents like a dirty window, and you just go in there and you just wash the window, and what is left once you remove these objects is this vast expanse, like space, like the night sky, but without the stars. And so you are then able to really just kind of rest away from thought in this expansive awareness beyond it. It's important to mention that finding a place of stillness in meditation within the physical body is so important, because this is then reflected in the inner world. Now, once we discover no mind, this is just the beginning, because then we start teaching the mind to be silent and to remain in this place of pure awareness. Thoughts want to be thoughts. They want to survive, and they feed on our attention. The monkey mind is restless and relentless by nature. Now, when abiding as pure awareness, we find this alertness, and this alertness is key because it allows us to just hover there. As soon as we lose this alertness, we fall back into the stream of thinking and the inner chatter and the identification with it. Now, through maintaining this alertness, well, I actually found that I was trying too hard at first. So I was kind of creating this tension and this resistance, and inadvertently sabotaging myself, and just kind of, it was like my downfall essentially. So what I found worked for me is to go in with this relaxed alertness. In doing so, we really create this space. We open up a space to just allow. It's a different energy, and it really allows me to go deeper and deeper. The more we abide in pure awareness in our formal practice, the more it seeps into everyday life. Life becomes a meditation, so we may not be able to go as deep as we can in formal meditation, yes, but we can constantly redirect ourselves back to the present moment, back to the simple being aware of being aware. Become an opening of pure awareness, Eckhart Tolle. Now, this pure awareness is always there in the background, and the more that we dwell here in our meditation practice, the more that it really moves into the foreground of our reality on a daily basis. So this gradual knowing just creeps into our life. that we are this ever-present background pure awareness, not the thoughts and not all the other objects that temporarily arise and subside within this awareness. So this practice, if you could even call it a practice, because it's just awareness itself, what it does is it really allows us to just let go of trivial thinking and awaken to a deep realization of a much larger identity beyond thought. Meditation is the journey from sound to silence, from movement to stillness, from a limited identity to unlimited space. Shri Shri Ravi. So thank you so much for watching this video. My name's Jasmine. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye bye.